Hello everyone, this is Diane. Thanks for coming to my channel today. I am refilling my Fabri-Tac bottle because my glue arrived from Amazon, and I'm going to be working in my autumn journal that I've been actually journaling in. I want to collage some more images in it and add some pieces from a show that I went to last night. But I thought that I would just go ahead and fill this on camera so I can talk a little bit about the glue that I use. For those of you who don't know, this is Fabri-Tac glue. I will show you the bottle when I'm not tipping it upside down. And it comes with a nozzle that is way too big for our delicate projects. And so we have to pour it into something that will allow us to use a tiny little nozzle. And other people started using these Sugar Bell icing bottles. So I really appreciated that idea. And I got mine from Amazon. And they come in a pack of 2. It's Sugarbelle, Sugar Bell. This is the Fabri-Tac glue. And this is the big old spout. And then you have to snip that end off because it's closed, and that makes it even bigger. And then the glue just pours out and gushes all over, and it's not great. But we like the glue. I like the glue. And I find that this works very well. So it's in my bottle. I usually, once I use it for glue, I can't get this big cap off. I don't know if other people do, but I usually just take the little ring off. And this time I actually had to run it under hot water for just a few seconds and was able to put a towel around it to protect my hands from those ridges and screw it off. It wasn't hard. Usually I can do it, but this time both of them required me to run them under hot water. So then there's a little hole in it, and you can't leave that hole open. So I have knitting needle caps, which you can get them at Hobby Lobby and Amazon. And they're like these little silicone caps, and they usually come in different colors and different sizes. So whatever size works for you. And I have these pins. And I think I got this from Amazon. Steel. It's 150 steel pins. And there's 2 different sizes. And the bigger size won't fit into the hole there. So I just buy it. I bought the box and I'm just using the small size. So I can fit the hole there. It's got icing in it, or not icing. It's got glue in it. So sometimes I just take a pin and clean out that glue. But I can stick that right on the cap, and then I think the better way to do it is to put the pin in first. You have to puncture that to begin with, and then there you go. So I keep 2 handy. So when I'm running low, like in the middle of a project and it's getting too difficult to get the glue out, I grab the second one. And then I have 2 bottles handy, and then when they start to get low, like right now, I fill them up. I like to keep an unopened bottle on hand. So I did buy 2 from Amazon. As I mentioned in a previous video, it's been very hard for me to get them at Walmart, which is where I usually get them. If I'm at a craft store, they're further away from me. And I can get them at, some of my craft stores, but I haven't been up there lately. So I get them from Walmart, but they haven't had it for weeks and weeks. So I did order 2 bottles from Amazon. And once I open the second bottle, I will begin looking for another bottle or just place another order with Amazon. Now I have 2 full bottles ready to go. I'll just wipe this off and put it away. So filling, well, they weren't quite empty. There was some in it. It was just getting difficult to get it out. And there's still about half a bottle left. So this goes a long way in filling your bottles. I'll just set those aside. Don't store them where you have to lay them down on their side because they will leak once they're open. Now let's move on to our project. By the way, I have, since we're on the subject of glue, I also have this Barely Art glue, which has an even finer tip. And I use that for the really detailed pieces. But the pins that I used in this won't fit in this. So I got this probably from Joann's or Hobby Lobby. And they are size 17, 1 1/16 nickel-plated brass, and they're called silk pins by Dritz, and they are rust-proof. But the thing is, they fit in this nozzle, which is, you know, what I needed. But the pin part is very short, the part that comes out of the knitting needle. So it works for this bottle. So I know that the little tiny pin, the little short pin goes on this bottle, and the longer pin goes on my Sugar Belle bottles. That's my glue tips for today. Glue tips, haha. Okay, now this journal. I'm loving this journal. It's fattening up. This was made by June's Journals, and she has a website, so I will link that below. She used to be on Etsy, but I've talked about that before. She can no longer be on Etsy, I guess, because of where she lives. She used to live in Siberia, and now she lives in Kazakhstan or something like that. One of those Stan countries. So she has a website, and I think it would be nice if you would pay her a visit. She made this gorgeous journal, and it was, you know, it was squishy and nice, but kind of thin because I hadn't used it yet. But I have been adding collage pieces to it, and now I just love how nice it's feeling. So I was thinking about finishing this journal up. Today is November 19th. So our vibrant and gorgeous autumn is fading into winter now. And I've really enjoyed using my autumn journal, but I'm almost at the end of it. So let's see where we left off in here. I've been writing on all of these pages, and I've done this page, and I guess I hadn't decided what I was going to do with this. And then all the rest needs to be worked on. I think I was just going to glue this down here, but it looks kind of plain. It's just a pre-printed journal card, note to self. But I think I will add some washi tape, and that will brighten it up. So I have several washi tapes that I had pulled to use while I work in my autumn journal. I'm going to glue this down first, and then I will add the washi tape. Today is Sunday afternoon. I went to church. It was a wonderful church service and Sunday school. I really enjoy the Sunday school class very, very much. We're going through the book of Mark in Sunday school, and in church we're going through the book of Isaiah. Exciting stuff. And my kids were doing their own thing today, so we don't do stuff together very often on Sundays, just sometimes. And I decided I had a gift card from Applebee's for my birthday in August. I put a piece of tape here to try to make me remember to keep this up far enough, because it's farther away from me than I normally work in to be in a good view. So my son had given me an Applebee's gift card for my birthday in August, and I figured I would use it on a Sunday afternoon, so I figured today was the day. So I went to Applebee's all by myself. We have Applebee's restaurant locally. We don't have a lot of those kinds of restaurants around here. We have fast food, and we have some pizza places, and a couple other things, but a lot of them aren't open on Sunday. So anyway, Applebee's it was, and I enjoyed it. Well, that's where my gift card was too. I enjoyed my meal, and then I came home and rested my eyes. I've been having some trouble with some migraines lately that make my eyes hurt. So I just rested my eyes, and then I decided to come in here and work on this. And last night, I'm going to put some stuff in here about last night, because my daughter-in-law and I went to a show about Ruth from the Bible. And her story is told in the book of Ruth in the Bible. I think I'll bring some of these washies over to this page. There is a place, a theater called Sight and Sound, and I know there's more than one. The only one that I know where it is in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So if you have a Sight and Sound anywhere near where you are, let me know. I'm just curious. I could look it up, but I'd like to hear from you. And a Sight and Sound theater is, they tell biblical stories, and they've had a lot of them over the years. One time I went to see Noah at the Sight and Sound in Lancaster. I went with my aunt and my cousin and his wife, and it was a great trip. We spent the night. Lancaster's a little too far to just do a day trip from here. And so we did a little exploring in Lancaster the next day before we came home. So it was nice. And Noah was a fabulous show. They had animatronic animals in addition to some real animals parading up the aisles, like right through the audience. So it was spectacular. And they have a show called Ruth. Well, there is a family life. It's a radio show, and they have a building. I don't know what all they do there, but they do have shows in this family life building, and it's about an hour away from us. And they put on shows, and they contracted with Sight and Sound to put on Ruth, and it's much smaller in scale, because he said that the Sight and Sound stage is half a football field, and this stage was pretty small. So I don't know what the Ruth show looked like at Sight and Sound, but this show was fantastic. So, and there's a lot of music, a lot of singing in it. So I wanted to save my program cover and my ticket, even though my ticket was just printed off my computer. I hate that you don't get a ticket for things anymore, not even the movies. They should think about us scrapbookers and give us tickets, right? My husband and I went on a boat ride. It was on a lake, and it was a dinner cruise. And we paid at the ticket booth, and I don't remember if they gave us, maybe they didn't even give us any ticket, or maybe it was just a computer printout thing. And I said, oh, you don't have any real tickets? And he gave me one. He had one he could give me, because I told him I wanted it for my scrapbook. But they just don't do that anymore. So let's see, what days do I need to fill in? This is Friday. I filled in Friday, so I can write about Saturday here. And well, Saturday was the day we went, so I guess I'll just put it here, even though I'll write about it before we get to this page. It's okay. So I'll just trim some of that off. So this is Ruth, and this is Naomi, and this is Boaz, and this lady was sort of the narrator. And they all had beautiful voices. I could listen to Boaz sing all day. He had a gorgeous voice. His voice and Naomi's were my favorites in this show. So this is my ticket. I guess we went Saturday night, and I guess on Friday night they had dinner and the show. But it wasn't that expensive. It was $18 for my ticket. And the, what do you call it? Sight and Sound. At the actual Sight and Sound Theater, it's a lot more than that. I'm just going to glue that down, make it a little pocket, and I can just make a note on the back of that ticket. So we met some other ladies from our church, and some of them had children with them. But my goodness, it was a general admission ticket, so no assigned seats. And when I went just yesterday, I went to my computer to print my ticket. I'd paid for it weeks ago, but I went to print the ticket. And that's when I saw that the doors opened an hour before the show. So I called my daughter-in-law and I said, it's general admission, so we want to get there as soon as the doors open. And she agreed. And so she can text with the group, the other group of ladies that were coming. And so she told them that whoever got there first could save seats for the rest of the group. Well, we got there a few minutes before the door opened, and the line was already long. I want to leave some of this Cyrillic writing here, the Russian writing, but I also want to decorate it a little bit. So I don't think I'll use this for journaling. This is just a decorative page. I could put that or this. Let's just put this on. I like that. So yeah, we got there a few minutes before they opened the doors. And then, I mean, immediately after we got in line, that line doubled. People were coming fast by then. And I was so glad that we got there when we did. We were able to get some seats pretty close to the front for all of us. There were 11 of us in the group. I'm looking for something else to add to this while I'm talking. And those ladies, none of them came until 15 minutes. There was 15 minutes or less remaining before the show started. I couldn't believe that they waited that long to come. Some of them probably had, we all had to come a long way from different directions, but I guess they just didn't realize we weren't going to have assigned seating or whatever. So we saved seats for everybody, and we all got to sit up front. And they were very happy that we were there and saved seats. Well, I was kind of looking for a circle shape. How about an apple? I don't know if that would go with this. No, I don't like that. I'm being picky today, I guess. Doesn't usually take this long for me to choose something. Not with that. Just a little brown syrup. Nope. Well, I'm going to punch something. find some scrapbook paper that has fall colors. I like it better up there. Okay. Because I didn't want to just glue a picture there because I want that Cyrillic writing to show. So by the time the show started at 6:30, which was good because people had to travel a ways to get there, so that was a nice early start. And I didn't really pay attention to how long it was. There was a 15-minute intermission. And we got home by 10:30. So that wasn't bad. And my daughter-in-law has never been to Sight and Sound, but after seeing this show, she really wants to go. I mean, she wanted to go before, but I said, well, I'll go. Anytime you want to, I'll go. I don't know what show they're doing down there right now. Probably a Christmas one. They often do the Christmas story at Christmas time, but they've had Noah and Moses and Ruth, and I don't remember what all, but lots of different shows. The people we were sitting next to, they live further away from Lancaster than we do, but they've been to 5 or 6 or more shows down in Lancaster. Okay, that's enough about that, right? Those pages are done. Let's move on. Let me check my time. 22 minutes already. Because I filled my glue bottles. I didn't give myself a lot of time for working here. This came out of a magazine that I got for free. I don't remember what the magazine was. It's not anything I ever see on the newsstands. Kind of a country magazine. But I really liked this. This was just a decorative element on several of the pages, and I liked it a lot. Oh, that's for October. That time has passed. I don't know what I want to do with that. I just know I want to use it. Maybe I should flip it around and put it on this side. I guess I can use it as a tuck spot. I don't really need any more journaling space. I'm gonna probably run out of November before I run out of space for writing. But who cares about that, right? We just want it to look cool. Just gonna straighten that edge up. It'll fit on this. Someone asked me in the comments of my videos to let you guys know how the cinnamon roll French toast went. how it turned out. My grandson, Teddy, is in a cooking club at school, and it's via Zoom or whatever it is they use for their classes. He's in a computer school, online school, I should say, for Pennsylvania. And so it's an after-school cooking club. And they were making cinnamon roll French toast. And he brought the ingredients to my house. So as soon as school was over, we went out, took the computer to the kitchen, and we made it. The club is only a half hour, so the food is still cooking when the class is over. But we melted some butter in the bottom of the cake pan, and then we took a package, a roll of Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, and we cut each roll into 8 sections. So it's just 8 little wedges, tiny little wedges, and put them all over the pan with the butter in it. And then we mixed up milk and egg, just like you would for French toast, and then you pour that over the cinnamon rolls, and you bake it. And you can put syrup on it. After it's done and you put it on your plate, you can put syrup on it. Well, I didn't know how I would like that, but I thought I would try it. So I did try it. And all the egg sank to the bottom. And so I had cinnamon rolls with egg cooked on the bottom, and I didn't like that combo. I mean, I wasn't like, yuck, spit it out, but I wouldn't ask for it, you know. So I took maybe 2 bites, and then I was done. And Teddy put, I'm going to use that, Teddy put syrup on his, and he really liked it. But I asked his mother today, and she said he didn't eat any more of it once he took it home, and Judy had a little bit, and her husband had a little bit. But I don't think any of them were really crazy about it. And Teddy didn't eat any more of it. But, you know, he's having fun cooking, and we enjoyed doing that together. So I figured I might as well. I have a tuck spot here, and I can put an envelope in here, so I'm just making things that I can add more writing things to. I have to put this red tractor in here because my dad had he had a blue tractor. I think he had a big red tractor and a small blue tractor. But my dad loves tractors. So I'm going to put that in there. And I can write. Doesn't have to be about a specific day in the month of November, like whatever day comes next. When I write on this page, I could just take this day to write about my dad and his tractors. He had actually a tractor collection, kind of like a toy car collection, but they were tractors. And he didn't start that till after, you know, the kids were out of the house. And he had a workshop. And so he just collected tractors and had them displayed in his workshop. And then when they moved, they had to downsize and move close to me. And so he sold everything off, and including his tractors, but he kept a few of his favorite ones. So he has a little room in the apartment that they have now, in the senior apartment complex. It's not a complex, it's a building, and it doesn't have a lot of apartments in it, but he has a little room where he does his jigsaw puzzles, listens to music with headphones on. He loves music. He and I talk about music a lot. And he has the few tractors that he saved displayed in that room. So I think that's enough for this page. I can write about the tractors here. I could write something here if I want to. Maybe I can just have some leaves poking out of that. I'll glue that down. Thought I had some smaller leaves that I could add to this little bunch, but I don't, so I'm just going to use this. So as I'm working in this journal, adding to it, I write in it so far, and then I want to add more decorations to the pages before I continue on. And it's making me think about how I make journals for people. And of course, I don't know how everyone uses their journals, but I personally like to have the decorating done so I can just write in the journal without having to stop and do more decorating, you know. And I could add decorations, but then I would have things like this and no place to put them. So it's a puzzle. I would really like to know how you guys, if you were purchasing a journal, how much decorating would you like to have done in it? And do you like decorated pages? Maybe you just want a plain journal. I think I'll just glue him down right there. I could put a little paper behind it to make it more decorative. So please let me know how, if you purchase journals, how do you like them? I tend to decorate a lot before I sell a journal, but I'm not sure if everybody wants them that way. I do make some that aren't as decorated. I don't know. I always appreciate when you answer my questions in the comments, and I always appreciate any kind of comment you leave, unless it's rude. You guys don't leave rude comments. I have to say I have had a few rude comments, but it's very rare. And I usually just delete them because I don't want negativity in my comments. If you have negative feedback, that's one thing. But if you're rude about it, that's another thing. Negative feedback would be you trying to help me correct something or do something better. Even if it's your opinion and I don't want to do it that way, you know, you can be nice about it. And most people are. That's enough. It's just a little border around there. Add something to it. We have Thanksgiving coming up, but I don't think that I will have any memorabilia to add. I might probably take a picture or two. I might want to put a picture in here. Photograph. So let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this could be Thanksgiving or this. So I'm gonna leave this page for photographs. Okay, where are we? 34 minutes. I got 10 minutes left. I could just slip that card in there to write on later. It's actually supposed to be a part of a pocket. And I printed it a couple years ago. I know that came with it. Probably that. But there's a little pocket piece that goes at the bottom, and I don't know if I still have that. Oh wait, this might be it. It is. So I could, I'll just put this back here. I was gonna say I could put photographs in there, but I kind of like having photographs attached right to the page. So does this fit in here, or do I need to trim it? Yes. I'm just gonna trim it. I can't remember where this came from, this digital, but it had either 2 or 4 different pocket designs and lots of ephemera pieces to go in the pocket. And you don't slide it all the way down, you just put it part way in like that. And it's very pretty. I'm going to decorate the pocket a little bit. I have a pine cone. I have a ticket. They didn't all come with this. There's a nut. Picking them up off the floor. There's a sheer mushroom, because it's a sticker. These are things that I stamped. Can you still see me? You know, when I turn my camera on, before I put it in the cradle, or whatever it is, the holder, I try to turn it to 2 times magnifying, and it goes there, but when I put it in there, it goes away, so I don't know. I'm gonna soon take some time to work on my setup, try to adjust that camera in a better place. I think I like the apple and the nut. We'll just do that. That's pretty simple. So I'll glue this part of the pocket down. And then when I put glue on this, I'll just slip it a little bit down into that. I have to pack some orders today so that they're ready to go to the post office when I run my errands tomorrow morning. And then I think I just want to relax the rest of the day. It's getting late anyway. It's 4 o'clock already. And I will add some things to that pocket. I could put this little writing thing on, but maybe not. I'll find something to go in there. That's cute. I could tie something in that. It's a flashcard. I'll just put a little mushroom over there. Maybe if I can't get this sticker, the backing off right away, I'll do this off camera because I have a terrible time with these. Yeah, I'm gonna paper clip that so I remember to do it later. Okay. Oh, that's not a pocket. That's just glued down. So I could put a word or something up there. Let's see. I have, here it is, box of words. Special moments, wonder, I like that. It's a scripture verse, discover, home is where the heart is, that's great for Thanksgiving. Favorite things. I love these things, I should get these out more. A lot of good words in there. Well, I think since I have a lot of journaling space, I could put favorite things there and then write about my favorite things. Did I say this was Thanksgiving? Yeah, because I could put my photos there, but maybe this will be Thanksgiving Day. How do you celebrate Thanksgiving? We used to have big family gatherings, even after we 6 children were getting married and starting our own families. We all still gathered, first at my parents' house, and then we started hosting, taking turns hosting between the siblings. And then the family just got so big, having 6 kids and then spouses and then children added to everything. Nobody had a house big enough. Last time I had it at my house, we had 30 people there with all the food that comes along with it. And oh, what fun it was. And I wish we could do it again. But we don't do it. And now my children have their children, and for Thanksgiving, they like to gather together. So they are coming to my house this year. Christmas is different because they have other family, you know, their spouse's family to see, and they like to just do things at their own home with their own children. So I never know what I'll be doing because, you know, I don't have my husband anymore to just be here with. So I don't know what I'm going to do for Christmas this year. I might see if I can go visit my one sister that has 5 boys that are all scattered. One lives close by her, and the other ones are a distance away. And I think they're all coming home for Christmas, but I don't know about Christmas Day. They usually don't come home right on Christmas Day. So I just don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, I've been talking a lot, haven't I? And I think that it's time to hang it up today. I think I'll just clip that there. She put this paper clip on it. It's not holding anything. And I'm just gonna clip that there because I like the colors of it. She also put this paper clip on that's just decorative, but I like it. I still have more pages to do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I've been keeping it there for a long time, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue it all down. And it'll be a pocket on the back. And then we'll be done for the day. I'll go pack my orders. I want to round the corners. I need something darker. It should be dark. It's espresso. Maybe I'll just put some photographs or something in this pocket. I could take pictures of my baked goods that I do for Thanksgiving or something. I'll be making, hopefully I'll be making some homemade rolls and a lemon pie. Oh, pumpkin roll. Yes, I almost forgot about the pumpkin roll. I knew I was thinking about what I needed to bake this week and I forgot about the pumpkin roll. I don't even eat pumpkin roll, but some of my family likes it. My son-in-law and my daughter-in-law and a couple of my grandkids like it. But I've said before, I used to make it for my husband. He loved it. And I used to make rolls to sell to some of my co-workers. I don't know if this will punch it because I think it's too thin. Flub that one up. Sorry, this is taking me longer than I thought it would, but it should be okay. I did have trouble loading a video the other day. It kept getting stuck, like it wasn't progressing for a long time. It took me all day to get that video uploaded. Finally, the third time I tried it, it loaded up pretty quickly. Like there was no problem at all. The first 2 times, I don't know what was happening. And it was a slightly longer video. It wasn't an hour, but it was longer than 45 minutes. So I hope that this video loads fine. Okay. I still have a few more pages to do. I don't know if I'll do them on camera or not. But I don't want to do them today because I have other things to do. So let's just look at what we did today. I just added washi tape here and that and my Ruth stuff. And this, I'll have to tuck something in there. I'll stick that sticker down. And I added that little prompt and this cute deer. This is reserved for Thanksgiving and photos, I guess. And I'll add some more stuff there, I think. And that's about it. So we're getting to the end. Thank you for coming along with me today and keeping me company. And I'd like to hear about your Thanksgiving traditions. I didn't really talk about mine. I told you they were all going to come here, but that's about all I said about it. So maybe next time I'll talk about it. Thank you for coming along, and I hope you are having a creative day today. Bye-bye.